Zachary Show here, and welcome back to my WWE 2K25 Bloodline Dynasty Showcase move playthrough. And that's a long thing to say, and I have no clue if I said it the proper way. In this next match, we will be High Chief Peter Maivia, The Rock's grandfather, against George the Animal Steel at Day 1 Arena, so it's taking place right now. Now is your chance to create history and win the final battle in this timeless rivalry. Can you lead High Chief to success inside the steel cage against the Animal? Forgot to mention the previous episode, we did the Steiners and the Head Shrinkers, Rocky Maivia versus Triple H. And I also got that achievement for completing one objective. Here's how I did it. I had to go replay the intro thing at WrestleMania 40, and the moment I AA'd Roman Reigns, I got the achievement. Well, let's get on with this. Paul Heyman, tell us.
In a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline, if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss. Predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family. The Anoa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principles behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steel. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steel is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
This is I believe, create history, meaning this has never happened, and we're at day one. Somehow we're in the present.
Somebody call the local zoo. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Oh, the crowd cameras. Oh, look, we're at the cage.
Steel
See the cage above the ring there.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent, George Steele. Peter Maivia. Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler. Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
What is this music? Did he actually have this? I feel like it was made for the game. I have no idea though. I've never watched a Peter Maivia match in my life.
The ring. Very stark contrast to Steele. We'll see which prevails tonight.
Typically in steel cages you can win by pinfall submission or escape. And we got the ramp camera for this. I like this. I turned on the ramp camera. I didn't think it would actually work though.
Great pride and respect for the ring. While Steele is, well,
It didn't work for the other
I
matches.
can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
And George Animal Steel is already asking for the door.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that, Michael. But guys, how does he earn the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawati family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact
I'm not sure if I like this camera for cages.
Peter Maivia turns that around.
Let me see. Where's the... I don't know. The back elbow and the leg tattoos are really cool.
George Animal Steel and he goes for the quick pin.
And George Animal Steel going for the pin.
No trouble kicking out of that one.
I didn't hear a count at all.
Big forearm.
Maybe the ref didn't start counting, even though the ref is outside the ring.
Mobility in that leg.
We'll throw George Animal Steel into the cage. That meter is filling up very slowly.
Just refusing to be intimidated. The animal has no idea what to make of Maivia. Just bouncing off the turnbuckle.
Don't know what my signature move is. I'm gonna find out. It's a Samoan drop. And why did that not do anything to the meter? Must just be striking is the way, I guess. Goes for a cover. Counter into my own. I let it go.
From the middle rope. Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable. Yeah, Maivia has really
Yeah, it seems to only really be striking.
Maivia going to the animal. The Chief has all the answers right now.
I guess they're doing this because maybe there's no like real match objectives. I don't know. He stopped himself from hitting the cage there. But he goes for a power slam, but it's countered and chopped in the leg by George Animal Steel. By the way, what a hairy man George Animal Steel
One of
is.
his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. Obviously, very tough to
prepared. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon.
Is this a form of mind games being
What is that? What is that?
unorthodox
Is that a payback?
going on right now?
I don't know.
Mistake made by Steele. He's not out of it. Peter might be trying to bring the fight back in this one.
As we'll set up in the corner of the ring.
Momentum is all with Maivia now. And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Lining up the chest of their opponent.
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world. Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
And another Samoan drop, and I conveniently did it. That was the objective.
Peter might be able to take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
It was weird. That was the objective, but like I didn't know that when I did the move.
Being relentless right now.
What's this move? The
The stump puller. This has to be absolute. He lets his opponent out of the submission. Yeah, but who knows?
I could have just won there. It's fine.
And here we
We'll hit this. Oh, that's like a Blue Thunder backbreaker. That's what I'm calling that. Very quick work.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
And after that, we have unlocked my faction reward, George Animal Steel and Peter Maivia. And we're just jumping right into the next one without any preview.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 draft lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
That was
She
Mustafa
battles
Ali, by the
standouts
way.
like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch.
He was blurred.
All the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Banzai drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
What an introduction with Paul Heyman. He's so good with his words. He makes you interested in anything.
And now a dark horse.
And here we are, King and Queen of the Ring 2024. Nia Jax versus Lyra Valkyria in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. This King of the Ring, not King of the Ring, you don't need Queen of the Ring final. Between Nia Jax and Lyra Valkyria. At the time of recording, Lyra is the current Women's Intercontinental Champion. Not sure if she still will be by the time you see this. I like that shot.
Too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments. And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August? A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And here we go. Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria, Queen of the Ring on the line.
It's all come down to this, the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament.
And she's bringing off the ropes.
Who will walk out of Saudi Arabia with the crown?
But Nia goes for a clothesline. Crucifix attempt by Lyra.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
And trying to go through in the sunset flip. But Nia just yanks her up and...
entirely too strong, but
cartwheel by Lyra.
Nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
Tries to go for a drop toe hold, but Nia Jax, it's still early in the match. I don't know why you would do this. Nia setting up for the Samoan drop. Lyra tries to switch into a sleeper, but is backed into the corner.
Lyra tried to hold on. And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home. She's outside the ring.
Nia's on the outside. This is Lyra's chance to get in some offense, and looks like she's going to fly into the ropes. Goes for a baseball slide above the second rope.
Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring. Each woman here has had a tough road to becoming a
Okay.
ring finalist. Every matchup in this
I was trying to read all those objectives at the same time,
former women's champion.
just in case there was a timed one, which there wasn't.
Nia's had an even tougher challenge.
We need corner attacks, and we need Tree of Woe, and I'm up top. Splash.
Absolutely squashed their opponent there.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made.
Might as well just do the attacks while in the Tree of Woe, if that works.
To the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most.
Yeah, okay, that does work.
Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just.
Lyra is fighting back.
She was ready with the counter.
We're back at the normal camera, by the way. It defaults to this, I guess.
The first, of course, being Zelina.
I think the only reason the other match didn't do that is because there were no in-match cutscenes.
So you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
You know, I think it's a very interesting touch that they even gave the referee like long sleeves because of the Saudi Arabia thing. Now, that being said, I don't agree with the idea that it even is a thing that they have to wear long sleeves, but I mean, it's cool they did that.
Yeah, Nia is just buzzing right through Lyra here.
And I was going for the Samoan drop, but
It's just quick.
this is a timed one. I'm only going for the possum pin to get myself out of that situation.
Nia Jax, so powerful, so dominant.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with.
With that same one, and
Nearly as much.
will I get it?
Easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call them
Ugh.
its real name.
Lyra was able to fight it off. This is another one I'll have to get later. Kicks out at one.
Shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy.
Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants.
And Nia throws Lyra into the corner, splashes her, and looks like she's gonna,
Of the end, maybe near.
well, go for a super Samoan drop.
Her back, gonna climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation.
Lyra escapes into a powerbomb position, but is met with the Annihilator.
Annihilator.
Although the Annihilator she hits in this match, watch the actual footage. Brutal.
What a victory to the brand
And there's Triple H
of the ring.
to give Nia her crown.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the chief content officer of WWE and Triple H going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Yep. So say what you will about Nia Jax, but since her return to WWE, she has had more impressive matches. I mean, I unlocked Lyra, and I'm assuming the reward would have been either the arena. It's probably the arena. But I can tackle that off camera. The controller's acting weird. This took place just because I skipped this by accident. May 25th, 2024, and up next, not in this episode, will be Rikishi versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at No Mercy 2000. We'll talk about that to change history. So what actually happened was Austin won. But we'll deal with that in the next episode. So please leave a thumbs up down below. Put a 1 in the comments and let me know if you want to see any other modes, what you're thinking of this so far. There's a box somewhere over here. You can watch the previous episodes. And most importantly, subscribe to my channel. It's free and it helps me out. I've been Zachary Show. I'll see you next time.